welcome to another speed build in The Sims 4. So I've just been waiting here. I wanted to make this voiceover like 5 minutes ago, but I've just been waiting because someone has been making a lot of noise where I live. Someone, I don't know, have been working on their motorcycle like right outside my door. So I was not able to record, and I was like, please, not right now. Well, I hope I think they're done right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about this house that I built. Yeah, what is this? What house is this? I think I called it a Hamptons home or something like that, Hamptons estate, because I think it's the kind of style that this is. I'm not an architecture or anything, so I don't know a lot about styles of houses. I kind of just built whatever I think looks good. But I do think it has a kind of like a coastal look, and I believe that it's this cats and dogs expansion pack that is kind of inspired by this Hamptons area or something. I don't know. I think it kind of looks like what other builds look like in this world in like blah, blah, blah. How do you say Brindleton Bay? Yeah. So that's the inspiration, at least. So I don't know if it's correct to the style or if it's just. I think so, at least. Um, so, but it's a really pretty home. I do think so, and it's a bigger home than I don't know. Maybe it's one of the bigger homes that I've done in a while. It's oh, how many bedrooms? I think it's like there's a master bedroom, and then there's three bedrooms, and there's like a big room that you could make into a bedroom as well, but I just made it into like a more like a skills room or a hobby room. I put some yoga mats and fitness stuff in there, but you could turn it into whatever you wanted. So yeah, I I did look at a picture for this house, and but it was quite difficult to build, to be honest. I There's a lot of little how do you call those, like tower things, and just it's kind of a complicated floor plan, I think. So it did take a while for me to kind of figure everything out, and also because it's a bigger home, I think. So yeah, it's definitely one of the homes that I've spent the most time on in quite a while. So I really do hope you like it. So it's it's there. Maybe you saw it in the screenshot, but I did use a lot of custom content in this build, and this is not one of the builds where I try to limit the use of custom content. As I've said before, I don't really overly clutter up my houses, and I wouldn't say this house is very cluttered, but I did use custom content both on the outside and on the inside. So just want to let you know that if you don't like custom content, this might definitely not be a house that you would enjoy. Um, so yeah, I just want to let you all know so that you don't get disappointed when you download the house and you get a lot of custom content. Maybe you don't want that, so that's totally fine. Yeah, I did use custom content both in the landscaping, but also like the exterior when it comes to the wall color thing, and also windows and doors. So yeah, definitely used a lot of that. And I never really mind custom content. I think maybe for if you don't have a good computer and you have trouble running your game smoothly, if you like have a lot of custom content in your game, maybe it's not a good idea then. But for me, I never really experienced any problems with it. So yeah, so I use it occasionally, and I have a mods folder, and sometimes I'll just take it out of the game if I don't want to use custom content. But at the moment, I really, really enjoy it. So, well, we are quite a bit into the build right now, and I haven't really talked too much about it. As you can see, I made a lot of these kind of barn-looking roofs. I don't know the proper term for it, but you can like see the roof is kind of going down the sides of the build. If it makes any sense. It's quite pretty, I think. I really like it. Some people don't like this style. I've seen other builders that are just, it's not their taste, but for me it's definitely my taste. I really like it, and I just think this house, I placed it on this very big lot size in Brynolfsson Bay. It's the biggest lot size. I think it's 64 by 64 or something. And the house is not that big, actually. It's, when you look at it right now, it's kind of small when you compare it to the rest of the lot. But I did make it seem very natural for the house to be on this lot, because I tried to move it and one of the smaller lots, but it just didn't have enough garden space. I just wanted this house to really have a lot of nature surrounding it, and you have this amazing view of the ocean. So that's just amazing, I think, and really a big part of why I would like this house in real life. It's just the view. And yeah, I do place a lot of trees around just to make the house seem very, yeah, just tucked in between all the nature and trees and bushes. So it's not just an open, like, I don't know, it's not as cozy, I think. Um, with all this open space, I do move the house slightly into the middle of the lot, I think. I do this soon, but the house has actually, I made a like a fake tennis court. I think it's called that in English, but you'll definitely see it in the screenshots, because, well, I know it's not a game that we have in The Sims, but I just figured it would be very fun to put it in the build. Of course, you can switch it out with something else, but I don't know. It seemed very luxurious. I don't know. It's something about that kind of sport, and like if you have that a private tennis court in your backyard, it's kind of like, maybe it's a kind of a status symbol. I just thought it would be very, very nice. So and I didn't mind that it's not something that they could actually use. I put in kids things like a swing set and stuff, and the monkey bars. So there are activities for the Sims, and I also put in a large pool. So it's definitely a usable garden they have. So that's a nice thing. So I also did place two cars in this house, just outside the garages that I make. Of course, it's fake garages and fake cars and all that, because we don't have it, but as I say, as I've said before, it's something I like to add, and it of course, it really the price of the house is of course going up a lot because of the cars that I put in. But yeah, you could of course just delete it, and you can make the garages into something completely different if you don't like that. It takes up a lot of space, but I did think the house had a lot of space to begin with, so doesn't really matter. But this brown color that you see right now on the shingles things on the walls, I don't keep that. It wasn't the house that I was going off, but yeah, I figured it was too brown and too boring. I wanted something else, so I end up I end up going with the blue color that you saw in the screenshots. So I thought that would be more appropriate for like a coastal house also. I did make a small beach house a while ago, and I also used like the blue colors there, and that's actually completely CC free. So you might wanna look that up if you like that. So I'm placing windows now, and these windows are of course in-game windows, and I don't end up using them. Some of them actually I do use, but not a lot of them. I do switch out to some custom content windows that I really love. I do really love these from Seasons as well, but yeah, it's just I like the other ones better for this house. So yeah, I was quite indecisive at this moment. I couldn't really figure out. There's something about the house that I didn't like, so I tried out a lot of things here, coloring wise. But and I go back to the brown and make it a darker brown. And I'm not sure if I actually. I don't think I share the part where I actually, or that I filmed the part where I actually changed the house up to a and kept the blue color, but yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. I actually don't know why. Sometimes I start building and I'm like, oh, I didn't record. So that's probably something that I should be a little more aware of. But I definitely kept all the most important things in, and at least I think so. I did decide to cut out and not include me furnishing the house, and you must let me know if you don't like that I cut that out. But this would be a super long video if I didn't cut it down, and I just figured, well, I don't know, when I watch other people build, I mostly are interested in like how they build the outside of the house. Maybe it's just me. It's not that I don't like to see decorating, but when it comes to if I had to choose, do I want to see like the interior or the building process? I'd like to see how people like build the house. So but if you disagree, you can just let me know, and I'll definitely have that in mind for another build that I make. So I actually wanted to make a smaller, like more cozy suburban house for my next build, and I really wanted to do that because of Halloween and just make it like very decorated for Halloween. I think that could be quite fun to build, and also just yeah, I don't know if when you just build like a big house, you just want to build something smaller, I think. So yeah, I um I don't believe I share a lot about I share a lot of the landscaping. Maybe I actually don't share that at all in this video. I'm not sure. Like you would think that I would know these things because I like made the footage and edited everything, but apparently I'm bad at remembering what I did. So yeah. Oh, I'm so happy that I changed the color of the house. It's just very boring right now. I don't know. I hope you like it too. So I know we have like, yeah, here it's all changed up and so much prettier. I've started the outside already here, you can see, and just made like a big driveway entrance thing to the house. Just to also to take up some space. Yeah, so the downstairs layout is coming together. I made it very open floor plan, and I made like the kitchen and like informal dinings and the living room like in all in one, but then they have like a formal dining room, and they also have a more like a TV room that is also in a room for itself. So yeah, I do like the way it turns out, but yeah, as you can see right now, I have cut a lot of that out, so I hope you don't mind, as I said. But the decoration, interior design style, maybe the interior style is very like contemporary, modern. Um, I did struggle a lot with how I wanted everything to look, but I definitely didn't want it to be too dated looking and too old. And oh, you could just see a little bit of the downstairs decorating in that shot. I don't know if you saw it, but um, anyways, I did share a picture of all the rooms in the house in the screenshots, so you'll be able to see how everything came together in the screenshots. But I do think that I might cut off right now. I don't have so much more to say. I just hope that you all enjoy watching my builds, and you can always leave a comment on, or any suggestions or anything like that in the comments. So yeah, and of course you can download the house for free. It's up on the gallery. So now we're on to the screenshots, and bye bye guys!